In our previous conversation about the story of the prophet Zakariya and Yahya, peace be upon them, when Zakariya called on his Lord and said, "O Lord, my bones have weakened. My head has turned white from old age, and the wife is barren, but your ability has no limits and no limits to it. O Lord, grant me a good and righteous son who will inherit from me." He continues to call on the children of Israel to worship you alone and follow your guidance. You, O Lord, have power over all things. While Zakariya, peace be upon him, was praying, the divine revelation came to him that God would bless him with a son named Yahya. This child would be a pious, pure servant, guide, and pleasing to God. Zakariya was very happy with this good news and prayed to his Lord to give him a sign about his wife's pregnancy. Then his Lord revealed to him that the sign would be that he would not be able to speak to his people for 3 days, even though he was in good health and free from any disease. Indeed, the story of Prophet Zakariya, peace be upon him, provides a profound lesson. He did not ask God for worldly riches, estates, or any perishable possessions for his son. Instead, he prayed to his Lord to grant his son the inheritance of the call to God, to continue the trust and deliver the message. Zakariya's request was rooted in the eternal and invaluable mission of guiding people to worship God and to abstain from false deities and tyranny. However, it is indeed lamentable that some people, including the killers of prophets, children, and women, who God transformed into apes and swine, could not endure Zakariya's call to worship God and reject idolatry. They took his life, and he ascended to his Lord as a martyr. This illustrates the tragic consequences of rejecting the message of the prophets. In fact, Yahya was a religious young prophet to whom God had given the divine message and the Holy Bible. He was a devout worshiper, knowledgeable of what his Lord had given him, and characterized by wisdom and the courage to speak the truth. He was committed to delivering the message faithfully. He embraced the Holy Bible with great determination and ambition and made it his sole concern to spread Islam and implement its teachings. This commitment and dedication aroused the machinations and hostility of those who opposed God as he carried out his mission with zeal and sincerity. Yahya, peace be upon him, kept calling on his people to abandon oppression, corruption, and evil. Those who committed injustice and corruption conspired against him and sought to kill him unjustly. God, in his divine justice, punished these oppressors with severe punishment. He sent a punitive angelic force, and many of them were killed. This serves as a clear example of how patient God is, but in the end, he triumphs in supporting believers. Rather, the story of Zakariya and his son Yahya, peace be upon them, is a valuable lesson and example for those calling to God. It emphasizes the importance of unwavering faith, sincerity in one's devotion to God, and commitment to spreading the message with diligence and wisdom. He also stresses the need to maintain confidence in Nasrallah and support his servants who are patient and steadfast in his religion. This story provides a powerful and inspiring narrative for all those who aspire to be good and faithful in their calling to God. This concludes our conversation about the story of the prophet Zakariya and Yahya, peace be upon them.